All right, Raiders, Chargers, 2-1. See what happens here. Got to get geared up.
Today, from Los Angeles, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers versus Baker Mayfield and the Las Vegas Raiders.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers. Everybody, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Herbert on first down now. And his first pass is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Running on first down, Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Eckler going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Mayfield's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, and they stick with Ekeler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. But now he appears to be in some pain. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back to.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
After a 100-catch, 1,000-yard season 2021, Renfro's follow-up season was a major disappointment. Injuries and offensive changes kept him to just 330 yards, so hopefully the fan favorite can return to Pro Bowl form and be the type of chain mover he was on that grab.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mayfield off the play fake. And this one's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Jacobs. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Mayfield. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Mayfield to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
White trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3?
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Running right through him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. Able to shake him off. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Again, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, he looked his way quite a...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Herbert back to the air. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visitors from the north, the Vikings, who were able to get the road victory. Kirk Cousins, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Ryan Tannehill, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys have the lead, looking for the road win as we get you back out to Carson and rejoin Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Mayfield. Caught outright by Renfro. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, Mayfield. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Mayfield now. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now they'll send the tight end in motion left. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A shotgun snap for Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Running it with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
The Raiders heading out to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Jacobs once more. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Eckler is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, Trey Tucker. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
We'll get this up to about the 44. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Jacobs. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This now a 3rd and 4. Jacobs now. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. Here's Jacobs. Able to push his way through. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers down by 2 touchdowns. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Herbert to throw. He's got Eckler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing, Herbert. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Now Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll get a good bunch of that penalty yardage back, but he's also tackled in bounds. Now 2nd and 4. Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Las Vegas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.